Om Mani Padme Hum. Om Mani Padme Hum. Om Mani Padme Hum. Greetings, holy Sancte Spiritus of the primordial waters of divine alchemy. Welcome to February and the year of the powerful, healing, and courageous water tiger, the power of the divine feminine, feline energy of the Lyrans of the holy waters of New Lemuria. Today, with our gracious new moon in Aquarius, we are on day 11 of the Yellow Seed wave spell and day 9 of 10 galactic activation portals in a row. We enter the galactic signature of Keen 154, White Spectral Wizard, as we are being liberated by the white magic of the Wizard of Source of the full electromagnetic spectrum. We also celebrate the holy day of Imbolc. Today, as Solaris is halfway between his journey in between winter solstice, December 21st, and this first day of spring on the equinox, on March 20th, we are shifting into the rising and growth phase of the seasons as we continue our journey around the medicine wheel. The veils are very thin now as we are traveling in between worlds through the shamanic gateway. With these higher energetics coming into the fields of resonance, we had a rise in power and frequency, appearing on the Schumann charts as amplitudes of 16 Hz and 21 Hz, with two major columns of white light flashing our DNA with higher source codes for the Great Awakening. We are still in the quickening as all is being upgraded and accelerated for the total compression breakthrough as supernova light beings of complete expansion. The Great Spirit fills our hearts with the faith and courage to fulfill our divine covenant of manifesting the true heaven upon the new earth. All physical realms are being flooded with the gold rays of the Christos consciousness directly from the great central sun through Solaris and deep into the crystalline core of Pachamama. With our crystal clear visions and our bright virtue, we hold the line and shine, shine, shine our diamond light bodies of the eternal heaven upon the new earth. Aho! Welcome, beloved beings of light. I am Paul, White Gold Eagle from PrimeDisclosure.com. We have many very powerful transmissions for you today from our most sacred New Earth scribes, so be sure to stick around to the very end. Please do us a favor also, if you can give us a thumbs up, leave a comment below on what you're experiencing, your feelings, your visions, and your synchronicities, and please share this video with your teams and tribes all over this realm. Now, with all these intense, powerful energetics flowing in, we had many earth changes and activations all over this realm. We had a catastrophic flash flood in our sacred portal, Ecuador, South America, in the capital of Quito in the north. Kundalini of Pachamama through the Andes Mountains, as Gaia continues to purge, cleanse, and clear for this final quantum leap of consciousness. Our prayers, love, and blessings always go out to our people suffering due to these great earth changes. We had many activations all over this realm, with 140 M1.5 or greater earthquakes in the last 24 hours. With the most powerful again today on the Ring of Fire with a 5.9, East Timor. This is in between Indonesia and Australia in the Pacific Ocean. Earlier today, Northern Mid-Atlantic Ridge 4.8, 12 of the Divine Feminine, Dominican Republic, New Atlantean Energy, Divine Masculine 3.3, in the Sacred Portal, Egypt, Africa 4.3, Itzu Island, Japan 4.7, Puerto Rico 3.7, 37 into 73, Heaven on Earth, Cascade, Idaho 3.4, El Rosario, El Salvador, Central America, home of our Mayan elders 4.4, Divine 44, southeast of Loyalty Islands, we had a 4.6, Alaska Peninsula, another 3.7, Heaven into Earth, Rat Islands, Aleutian Islands in the Crown of Lemuria 3.5, Anchor Point, Alaska, also Crown 3.1, Papua New Guinea 5.4, 177 kilometer depth, Kermadec Islands today, another powerful 4.9, 13 Divine Goddess, another 3.7. Southern Alaska, Trinity of the 37 of the 73, Mirror of Heaven upon Earth. Kermadec Islands, a powerful 5-3. In the sacred portal, Tajikistan, where the three holy mountains come together, they merge in the Trinity, the Trident, the Tian Shan in the north, Celestial Mountain, Kunlun middle, Himalayan in the south, with a 4.5 activation, Council of 9 coming in. California, 3.333, Divine Mastery. East Timor, with the most powerful 5.9. This was at 1925 UTC. Tonga, 4.9, another 13 Divine Goddess activation. China with a 4.6, Fiji 4.6, 1010 portal, very deep, 583 kilometers depth. Gardnerville Ranchos, Nevada, 3.8, 11 gateway. Chile, South America. Tropic of Capricorn, Andes Mountains, home of our sacred condors, 4.2. The sacred portal of Iran, 4.7. Puerto Rico, we had a 4.1. South Sandwich Islands, root chakra Pachamama, 4.9. 13 Divine Feminine. New Zealand, 5.2. South Pacific Ocean, 4.3. Then another New Atlantis activation. British Virgin Islands, 3.8. Another 1111 gateway. All gateways, portals, Stargate open, activated, ready for transmission. And now we continue with the Sabian symbols. Right now the moon is at 26 degrees, 33 minutes Aquarius. The sun is at 13 degrees, 20 minutes Aquarius. The current Sabian symbol for the sun at 14 degrees Aquarius. A train entering a tunnel. The current Sabian symbol for the moon at 27 degrees Aquarius. An ancient pottery bowl filled with fresh violets. From astrologyweekly.com. Very beautiful visual. And now my sacred condor pulls a card for you today from the Oracle deck. Moonology from Yasmin Boland. And get this, the card she happened to pull today. Powerful Synchronicity 73 coming in. New moon in Aquarius. Bring love into the situation. And yes, she pulled this card before she even knew that we were in the new moon today. So very powerful synchronicity. Aquarius is all about progress and modernity, so this is the time to move forwards. The new moon in Aquarius card means no looking back. Change is on its way and it could come quickly. Whether you get the change you want depends on both whether you believe you can have it and how much you're relying on others to bring it to you. This card comes with a suggestion that you may need to do things independently on your own, but be loving, not too pragmatic. Time may be of the essence when this card comes up. Aquarius energy has an electric feel to it. Certainly there is a sense that you need to let go of the past and move towards your future as soon as possible. Attune to the moon. Explore the idea that it's not what you know, but whom you know. Additional meanings for this card. You need to be more detached from the situation. Thinking outside the box will bring the solution. More pragmatism is called for. Improve your karma by doing some charitable work. The teaching. Aquarius is the sign of invention, modern advances in technology, and humanity. Its energy is a little brittle. It's individual, scientific even, and relatively emotionally detached. Many people think Aquarius is a water sign because the Aquarius symbol is the water bearer, but it's actually an air sign and is far more about intellect than the emotional water signs. As is this card, no matter when you draw it, dropping convention works well with this energy. Now let's get rolling with Divine Sister of the Light Ra James. Happy Imbolc. February 1st through the 2nd is Imbolc. This is the halfway point between the winter solstice and spring equinox. We have made it halfway through the astronomical winter. We have made it through the hardest part of the year. It's time to celebrate the coming light. The wheel of the year is a way to track the solar events and the midpoints between them. We have 8 events a year within that wheel. 4 are solar and 4 are lunar. This creates a solar-lunar balance and a balance within the masculine, feminine. The equinoxes and solstices are all solar holidays. Samhain, Imbolc, Beltane, and Lunasa are all cross-quarter holidays. Imbolc is always the first of 3 back-to-back spring celebrations. From this space until the spring equinox, the sun begins to turn up and to increase in power. We have had so many solar flares kicking off the last week too. Expect them to continue this week. It's a time to celebrate the sparks and the first light of spring. It's a time of purification and rebirth into your higher self. The midpoint days always mark a shift into the next season. It's a big shift day. We also have an Aquarius new moon that falls on the 1st. This is a rare dark moon. We also have big energies coming in for the 2-2 portal. We can expect to see huge influxes of energies pouring in this week. Amazing energies for healing, manifesting, or working your magic. It's a great time to be doing a ritual or be working with candles. It's a time to spring clean. It's also a time for prophecy and initiation work. Pay attention to the things coming in through the veil. The veil is very thin right now, so there are a lot of spirit messages moving back and forth right now. It's a great time to communicate with loved ones that may be in the other realm right now. From sparksofdivinelighthealing.com. And from Isis Channelings, February, frequency of 22 plus the cosmic egg, the seed of creation and union. The frequency of 22, the blueprint of the new seed, cosmic egg of the new age of Aquarius, is being given a powerful boost this February when the twos align, with the new moon in Aquarius, Imbolc, full moon in Leo, and lunar year of the tiger. From a cosmic starfire spiritual perspective, the Sirius blue ray royalty and sovereignty codes, the Sphinx priest codes, Akashic upgrades received during the Lionsgate portal, August 2021, which have been incubating since, are now ready to manifest via our intentions and actions. The new moon in Aquarius has the water bearer fertilizing our seeds of intentions via its picture of starfire light of new revolutionary visions for the greater collective. This new moon then climaxes to the full moon in Leo, February 16th, bringing the Lionsgate energy to its highest potential. Those assisting with the anchoring of the new blueprint of 22 on the 2's gateway, February 2nd, the 20th, and the 22nd, via this cosmic energy, will find themselves working with the cosmic egg, Shiv Ling, Lingam, in some capacity on the other, and will be assisting by strong energies of union via divine consort energy and or union with higher dimensional aspects of self. Those embodying a more earth-based spirituality will be anchoring this frequency of 22 via the seed of new creations through their own womb space, the priestess path, by the activation of the fire serpent kundalini. This Imbolc, February 1st through 2nd, just as a life force is beginning to stir within the womb of Gaia, Earth, bringing hibernating animals out of their caves, serpents out of the womb of Gaia, and tiny green shoots are beginning to peep out from the frozen earth. Our own life force kundalini serpent is beginning to stir within us, bringing renewal and rebirth. The same energies of union are evident here also, only here it's the union of water, womb, plus fire, kundalini energies. Whenever union is implied, balance is implied. Ultimately, we are all guided by both cosmic starfire and earth nature-based spirituality, for we are the bridge between heaven and earth. The energies of Imbolc, though traditionally celebrated on February 1st through 2nd, can be seen to be evident right up to Valentine's Day, the 14th of February, as it's a gateway of rebirth and not a day portal. It is associated with the transformation of the crone into the maiden, Brigid, keeper of the eternal flame of creation, inspiration, purification, and the new sun that was born. During solstice, Yule is now a mischievous toddler. Lad, Pan, Cupid, Eros, gods of love and fertility. Together the maiden, Brigid, and Cupid bring in energies of rebirth, sensuality, hope, desire, creativity, beautify, excitement, enthusiasm, innocence, purity, and also an element of mischief, fearlessness, adventure, and risk-taking. The courage to push boundaries, resetting the status quo, experimenting with the unknown, the very elements required for the magic of new creations to unfold. Whether you identify with the Lemurian diamond-light priestess lineage, Mary Magdalene, rose lineage, wise woman, guardian of the four winds of change, Pleiadian DNA, Knight Templars lineage, serpent priestess or fire dragon lineage, Lion, feline DNA of Sirius, Lyra, for they are all associated with the frequency of 22 of the blue rose, Lotus, which we have all incarnated to anchor and build upon to usher in the new age of Aquarius. This month of February has solid support for all of us as we seed, anchor, and manifest, and build this blueprint of 22 on the Master Builder Power Portal Gateways of the 2nd, 20th, and 22nd of February. This new moon is also the beginning of the lunar year of the Water Tiger, and with Venus just entering the arena as morning star, the warrior energy cannot be ignored. Thus the present union energies are represented by Sekhmet, fierce protection, compassion, destruction, and her divine consort, Ta, who speaks the world into being, and their divine child, Nefertem, aspect of divine creation. Union, balance, fire, and air represents the first light, blue lotus of new creation, world from the primal waters. So much divine support now available as we begin to step into our purpose and reason for incarnating in this now. Use these energies to plant and anchor your seeds of intention, cosmic egg, for a new golden age of Gaia. And light and grace and joy, be the change you want to see. Sake Na, from IsisChannelings.wordpress.com. And from Divine Sister of the Light Crystalline, Bonard. Imbolc, February 1st, marks the return of light and the awakening of nature. We are right now halfway between the winter solstice Yule and the spring equinox, Ostara. It's a hinge moment when one touches its end and the other begins to announce itself. Mother Nature is gently wrapped in her winter coat as she wakes up gently, prepares to come out of her winter sleep. This is an intimate Sabbath, self-turned and marked by precious moments of introspection and projections of the future. He celebrates the resurrection and purification. Imbolc is most often celebrated on February 1st in the Northern Hemisphere, but it can also be celebrated until 2 in the evening. This may vary slightly depending on your beliefs and where you celebrate it. This time of year, nature is slowly waking up. We start to feel like the days are getting longer, and it makes us want to start new things and new projects. Like many Celtic festivals, Imbolc has influenced Christianity. Her name was transformed into Chandelier, and the great goddess Brigid became Saint Bridget. The name Chandelier was not chosen by chance, since it comes from the word candle, in connection with the fact that many candles are lit to pay tribute to the return of light. The Chandelier Candle Festival is a Christian religious holiday that takes place on February 2nd, 40 days after Christmas, fixed date. Wishing you all a beautiful celebration of Imbolc. And from Divine Sister of the Light Celia Fenn, just one day out from the 2/2/2022 Aquarius Gateway Portal. The energy is really becoming intense as golden solar light and diamond codes flood the planet. There is a major sunspot directly facing Earth, and many small solar flares are being ejected, with the chance of a big M-class or even bigger X-class flare possible. That would certainly be something at this powerful time. Meanwhile, you may be feeling the effects of the solar energy. I know I am. As the light codes activate the pineal gland, they transmit the light to the DNA, which also lights up like a Christmas tree. But this extra radiance can put pressure on the body, and particularly the nervous system. You may feel anxious, irritable, a bit ungrounded, or very excited and not quite sure why. Just breathe deeply and connect with your body. Allow the radiance to simply flow and feel how it is lifting your frequency and your consciousness as you come home to the new earth and to who you are, body, soul, and spirit. From StarChildGlobal.com and from Divine Sister of the Light, Dr. Shavi M. Ali, Mama Earth Gaia preparing for major activations. As the new moon arrived early this morning, Tuesday, February 1st, 2022, our planet is being sent greater codes from our sun in the form of increased solar flares, winds, coronal mass ejections, and plasma waves. The entire planet will soon be experiencing activations inside, outside, and in its magnetosphere, which has already been filled with cosmic energetics. An extremely powerful winter snowstorm is on its way to the USA, which will hit New Mexico, Texas, other southwestern and southern states, up into the Midwest, and out into New England, which is still recovering from the recent snowstorms. On Friday, February 4th, Mercury will become direct. Also, it is the Lunar New Year, the year of the water tiger. Thus, water is a major theme for this month. The element of water represents emotions. Most people will admit that emotions have been focused on for the past 2 years, as states of fear, anxiety, and depression have arisen in the human collective for various reasons. Emotions have magnetized or attracted the electrical frequency output of those who are at the root of the world's chaos, certain political leaders, scientists, and those with a generally low vibration of consciousness who seem to insist on contending with source light. From disclosurenews.it. And from Divine Brothor of the Light Michael Love, the Earth Alliance Space Weather Watch for 2/2/2022, a Pleiadian Life Force Space Weather broadcast to the starseeds of Earth. Great one, as we approach the 2/2/2022 Stargate energies on the surface are blasting. The Earth Alliance reports another powerful M-class solar flare was ejected from the Sun's corona several hours ago and is inbound now at almost 2 million miles per hour on a direct impact path towards Earth. This powerful flash of gamma light originated from massive sunspot AR 2936369 Nikola Tesla code, which is expected to become even larger and produce more strong flares over the next 72 hours. A moderate space weather and tectonic plate watch is in effect for 2/2/2022, when direct impact is expected. Solar winds and KP index will begin rising sharply on Wednesday afternoon as exotic particles from this latest flare enters Earth's atmosphere. During the solar minimum, Earth's magnetic field is much weaker than usual, and strong M-class solar flares can produce the same powerful effects as an X-class solar flare. The starseeds of Earth have heightened sensitivity to solar energy, and many feel the jolt of this last blast as soon as it left the sun. Starseeds from all around the planet are beginning to report moderate ascension symptoms 2 days ahead of impact. This is a large and powerful incoming wave of high-frequency gamma light that will slam directly into the auric field of the layered human body in the next 72 hours, so brace for impact and stand by for a super DNA activation. Be sure to eat light energy foods and drink lots of pure water right over the next 2 days. Be in nature to ground, meditate an hour, and keep those crystals nearby to channel the energy through your body and into the earth. Most of all, when the light comes, it's best to just stop everything and rest for a moment to allow this powerful and divine energy to integrate into the cells of the body. Dear one, when we tune in, we can hear you and we can feel you. There is a connection that is beyond space and time, and the communication is very clear. When we talk, a spoken word is not required. All the starseeds of Earth communicate this way, and it is a majesty to behold the whole of the communication. We tell you, it is all building to a grand crescendo. In harmony and one accord do we work each day to achieve our goal of creating a better world for all of humanity, a world where peace, goodness, abundance, and freedom prevails. We are with you forever and always. Thank you for all that you do. Let us know what ascension symptoms you may be experiencing at this time. Godspeed, from 5DEarthProject.com. And from Divine Sistar of the Light, Ramona Lappin. Returning to ours and the Earth's natural, perpetual energy flow, eternal God Source backflow return, correcting the artificial axial tilt of Earth, crystal spiral, and quantum tree of life configurations, all part of the shifting of the Earth's magnetic poles, full reclamation and return to our original source codes and blueprints, plus upgrades. We become the Stargate, carrying the cosmic maps inside of us, our corrected time-space coordinates. Us standing in full integrity and alignment with Christ, God, unity consciousness, and our open and activated crystal hearts are the keys that unlock and bring it all online. And from Divine Brothor of the Light, Daniel Giamario, A new moon to not ignore, 12 degrees, 20 minutes Aquarius. A final Saturn square Uranus seed point and a U.S. chart update. First, an update concerning the nearly 2 years long Saturn square Uranus and this lunation, February 8th, 2021 through October 23rd, 2022. I see the new moon at 12 degrees 20 minutes Aquarius and this lunation as a potential turning point and a seed point that may well determine the greater global outcome of this transit. The new moon degree falls almost exactly at the midpoint between Uranus direct at 10 degrees 53 minutes Taurus and Saturn direct at 15 degrees 30 minutes Aquarius. The full moon in 2 weeks at 27 degrees Leo exactly opposes the U.S. moon. Saturn has been in alignment with the U.S. South Node over the last year and will soon arrive at a conjunction with the U.S. moon. From shamaniciastrology.com and from Divine Brothor of the Light Graham Forscut. New moon February 1st, Pleiades star family. This new moon takes place at 12 degrees Aquarius Leo, exactly 72 degrees away from the Pleiades at 0 degree Gemini. 72 degrees is the second node of the decagon. A decagon has been photographed as the cross-section of our DNA helix, Amenti, the whole of Akashic records. An anagram for I am 10, where the whole is our DNA helix. Simple. Astrogenetics applies the Amenti decagon to our solar system DNA helix. Both our DNA molecule plus helix are built around the golden ratio geometries, compressed ether. Similarly, our entire solar system planetary dynamics are totally based upon the golden ratio. Fractal means info transferred across scale instantly. Fractal has other names also: unity, wholeness, oneness, prime creator, source code, higher self, Holy Spirit, and many more. Pleiades stars are themselves at nodes of a decagon. This clearly reveals we, from our viewing point, our solar system, are looking along an interstellar DNA helix from within that helix. Pleiadian starseeds may experience downloads, visions, insights might pop up on social networking groups during this new moon. Trans-Neptunian planetoid Sedna is also involved. Sedna being at 29 degrees Taurus. Sedna, the Arctic mermaid, is far out in the solar system and means broad overview, being, acceptance, forgiveness. By the third, our Earth opposes Saturn, Saturn being the passage from the old to new and roles, structures, including the political, karma, parenting, and real estate. And from here in the moon astrology, Tuesday, February 1st, 2022. At a quantum level, our environment is your attitude. What all of this means is that you can never be a victim of your DNA. Neither can you be a victim of fate. You can only be a victim of your attitude. Every thought you think, every feeling you have, every word you utter, and every action you take directly programs your genes and therefore your reality. Consequently, at a quantum level, you create the environment that programs your genes. From Richard Rudd. Today's triple gateway of the futurist Aquarius new moon, the festival of Imbolc, and the start of the year of the water tiger, is an initiatory point of power, potential, and magic. Feel the great wheel turning and the first ripples of the new, stirring us out of the psychic and psychological stagnation and negative hypnosis. At this new moon, after 2 years of Saturnian override and restrictions, Uranus is full-on awakener mode. It is time to climb out of the swamp of despair, to leave behind the familiar, cop-out, comfort zone of blame, and to choose future over past. Entering that territory where the practices that have sustained us can no longer guide us takes some major spiritual cojones to navigate because it's so vulnerable. There's nothing to cling to, no familiar reference points. This is the shift from being a 3D reactor to a 4D witness to a 5D generator, from being at effect to being at a cause. The Chandra symbol for today's Aquarian new moon says it clearly. A lidless granite sarcophagus. It is empty. And I have risen. The I am presence, that is. There is nothing to go back to. The past has become a phantom. You are propelled forward into the great unknown, but it is so easy to become somewhat desperate and out of context. So much depends on how you interpret the fact that you are strictly on your own without a personal history or heritage to fall back upon. Is this real opportunity or strange fate? It is very hard to tell the difference, as it all becomes ambiguous, paradoxical, very mixed. Where do you go from here? No easy answers anywhere. Perhaps the only thing to do is to acknowledge and move with this radical opening, and to put no interpretations on it, assuming nothing at all. For if you can welcome multidimensionality with truly open arms, it might well turn out that the future was never supposed to be like the past, and that becoming so free does provide an open access channel for what needs to happen, to come through a jump ahead of the last moment, synchronized with evolution beautifully. Inside Degrees, Elias Lonsdale. From here in the moon astrology.co.uk. And from Divine Sistar of the Light Leah Whitehorse, new moon in Aquarius, landing on the pagan festival of Imbolc in the northern hemisphere. There is an extra magical edge to this new moon. Imbolc celebrates the first stirrings of new life, just as the Aquarius new moon stimulates the call of new horizons, new paths, new experiences. In the belly of Mother Earth, seeds unfurl, and within us, too, is a seed idea, a thought, a brilliant flash of inspiration that captures the future as it dawns in the present. But this lunation is conjunct Saturn and square Uranus. There's a temptation to throw out ideas before even testing them. Part of us is impatient, feeling hemmed in. We mutter about how nothing is working, but Saturn counsels that some seeds need frost to crack them open. That inclement weather is exactly what is required for growth. Some patience now will help cement intentions, giving them the structure required for long-term sustainability. Clear your mind, anchor yourself, bend with the winds of change as they blow. From LeahWhitehorse.com. And from Harmonic Convergence 2020 through 2028. Entering the 33-333-2022-2 Master Synchronization Portal. The new moon tonight is marking the opening of the 22-day sequence to the Gregorian 2022-222 Synchronization Portal. These 22 days hold a window of powerful numerical resonance. How is this? There are several harmonic factors to highlight. Tomorrow, February 2nd, 2022, 22222 corresponds to day 33 of the Gregorian year. It also marks day 3,330 from the closing of the 13th Baktun of the Mayan long count and the crossing of the 2012-1221 event horizon, 333 code, 22 master number of prophecy. As we have explored during the past years, number 22 holds a wide spectrum of multicultural, multidimensional significance with the context of prophecy, scripture, and world spiritual practices. The voice of spirit, the sacred 22. Balon Ik, Keen 22, is the spirit breath of Kenich Ahau, intended to transmit the messages of the Bolon Tiku from the great unconscious to the primordial unconscious of Pakal Votan, the sage and prophet of the 9 and the 13, who thence makes the messages conscious as prophecy. 7 years mystery of the stone. King 22 holds a key central role within the Mayan prophetic stream. The 22-2-22 synchronization portal. Today is also a great opportunity to remember that we are also transiting the prophetic cycle number 22 of 144 days of the return of sacred power. This cycle is of utter prophetic significance, considering that time is art, the harmonic convergence of twin systems. In 2022, January 22nd, corresponded precisely to Keen 144, one seed on the Tzolk'in matrix, the cycle measuring the span of human gestation. Keen 144, 12 times 12, holds the entrance to the 12th cycle of 13 days of this divine blueprint, and number 144 holds the 12th position of the Fibonacci spiral, the geometry embedded within all life on Earth. And from 13 Moon Peace Time, Cosmic History Quote for Moon 7, Day 23. Cosmic Ascension refers to mastery of higher powers, of telepathic perception and projection. This means we can perceive ourselves anywhere in the universe and project to those places as necessary. From 13moonpeacetime.com. Today from the Tzolk'in Times, Keen 154, White Spectral Wizard. Spectral is the name for the number 11, and its keywords are liberate, release, and dissolve. We are in the Yellow Seed Wave Spell with its 10-day Portal Day extravaganza. Today is day 11, the 9th Portal Day in a row. Spectral days are all about letting go. Feel free today, and don't worry, be happy. Today is White Wizard, which represents enchantment, receptivity, and timelessness. The wizard spells work well today, so beware of falling for someone's charms. If you want to lay on some charm yourself, make sure it's for good and not evil. Be Gandalf, not Saruman. Today's guide is also the White Wizard. And today from Divine Sistar of the Light, Christina Papagiorgio. White Spectral Wizard, 11 Ish, Keen 154. 1st of February 2022, Liberating Magic Seeds. Spectral Double Wizard Day, Galactic Activation Portal Day, New Moon in Aquarius, Year of the Water Tiger, 1 through 9, Alpha Omega Code. 1-2-2022 equal 1-2-222 equal 126 equal 18 equal 9. Day codes 1 New Beginnings, Original Leader. 9 Endings, Destiny, Service, Grace, Humanity. Month year codes 2 Twins, Partners, Cooperation, Alliances. 6 Heaven, Christ, Family, Romance, Fertility. 8 Infinite, Abundant, Source Flow. 20 The Awakening, Clear Vision. 22 Architect of Peace, Master Builder. Keen 154 equal 10 Manifestation, Leadership, Authority, New Beginnings. Welcome to February. Today we commence the 2nd month in the Gregorian calendar. February is a number 2 frequency which amplifies the 2 codes in our 2022 year, giving us 4 times the 2 power. The 2 reflects balance and imagination, communication and peace. We will be more concerned with our families, friendships, and fellow man. An empowering code for the severed families and relationships to set aside their differences and unite in harmony. The 2 will amplify everything to do with coupling and forming 5D partnerships under this Aquarian-influenced month. The month of February is commencing on an Aquarian new moon, so we have amped up revolutionary energies to break us out of the old box. A great month for twin soul and divine partner unions, as well as any cooperative alliances and formation of communities. Humanitarian interests and the bigger picture will also be in our focus now. A beautiful month for the peaceful diplomats to start rebuilding harmony in our world again. February is an 8 universal month. 2 added to 2022 equal 8. This enables us access to greater abundance and flow, as well as improving our connection to Source, Spirit, and universal wisdom. A benefic month to set us free from suffering, enabling us to align with the constant flow of prosperity and joy more easily accessible this month. A great prelude of the gifts that 2022 is bringing us. 2022, Year of the Yang Water Tiger. February 1st marks the beginning of the Chinese Year of the Tiger, so we really will be surging ahead in leaps and bounds. Tigers are natural leaders. They are very adventurous and born entrepreneurs. Through their willingness to take risks, they are brave and fearless, loyal protectors and providers for their families. Tigers have abundant courage, which is what humanity needs right now, to shift from this fear narrative into a bold and bright new way of living. The element of water generates wood, the tiger's element, which is part of the creation productive cycle. This is very encouraging as it will bring in more flow this year, inspiring creativity and growth, which the electric seed will ignite. The energies of 2022 are flowing beautifully together, enabling us all to find our new flow now. It is time to be bold and prosper. The second last of the Galactic Activation Portal Corridor today, and it's a woozy. Another magical manifestation day, releasing seeds of creation for the future. Day 9 in our gap journey, nearing completion. The yellow seed's successive gap passage has accelerated our personal growth and evolutionary path, preparing us for greater divine service to humanity in the coming months of this electric seed year. Make sure you embrace the change and grow with the flow. Day 11 in the yellow seed wave spell of awakening, flowering, new beginnings, ripening, opening to more light, and blossoming into our highest potential. Today is a day of release, where we finally crack open our seed pods to liberate our magic, releasing all energies built up over the last 10 days and manifested yesterday. Today we are seeking to liberate our magical dandelion seeds, blowing them out into the universe to manifest our pure heart's desires. Tone of creation. Spectral is the 11th tone of creation. It operates in the emotional realm, and its actions are that of dissolving, releasing, and liberating. Today is all about emotional release. Allow that energy in motion to be expressed and dissolved. Allow the tears, the laughter, the joy to be expressed. No holding back. Connect with your inner laughter and bliss, and give it wings to fly free, totally liberated. Tone 11 symbolizes a gateway in polarity, inviting you to step through into a new, more divine reality. This doubles the gateway of the gap day. This is a very powerful opportunity to release and surrender. All your dreams, desires, frustrations, efforts from pushing that seed through the hard, barren soil. It is time to relax and empty your vessel in order to release the struggle and strain. Surrender your dreams to Spirit. Today's questions are: what magical seeds, dreams will I liberate today for Spirit to enchant my desires? Am I ready to live an enchanted life? Divine blessings for sending forth wonderful seed packets into your future now reality. In la ketch a la keen, Christina White Magnetic World Bridger, Keen 66. Keen 154, White, Spectral Wizard. The mantra, the code for today is: I dissolve in order to enchant. Releasing receptivity, I seal the output of timelessness. With the spectral tone of liberation, I am guided by the power of my own power doubled. I am a galactic activation portal. Enter me. And with these powerful activations, transformations, and manifestations, let us know, beloved beings of light, in the comments below what you're feeling, what you're experiencing, your dreams, your visions, and your synchronicities. And if you're new to the channel, be sure to subscribe and click the subscribe button below and the little bell to get notifications on future updates. And as always, we have a link in the description below to the transcriptions of today's transmissions, and we archive these on our website, primedisclosure.com. Now I'd like to take the time to thank everyone supporting us in our work and mission. It's because of your monthly pledges and donations we're able to continue this work. I'd like to welcome and thank Divine Brother of the Light Vincent Rodriguez for your pledge and support on Patreon, and welcome to the tribe of the Eagle and Condor, and welcome to the Council of 12. A whole Divine Brother of the Light. And being the first of the month again to our tribe on Patreon, multiple people dropped out again due to a glitch in the matrix, so if you could please do us a favor and make sure the transaction went through, we appreciate that very much. If you'd like to help support us in our work and mission and help us continue bringing these transmissions to the world for free, you can make a monthly pledge on Patreon at whitegoldeagle.com. Now I'd like to thank Divine Sister of the Light Dafne Karadanis for another donation. Thank you very much, Divine Sister of the Light. We appreciate you and your support. We appreciate all of you and your continued support. If you'd like to support us with a one-time donation, you could do so to our PayPal link at eaglelovecondor.com. Now I'd like to also thank everyone supporting my Sacred Condor's artwork. You can purchase her beautiful handmade goddess totems, zodiac goddesses, and other works of art at lunagoddessart.com. Now we're going to complete today's transmissions with powerful codes from the Tzolk'in shared by Divine Brother of the Light Ed Torreta. I am the wizard, encoded by the White Wizard. 7 is my number, the symbol of my super mental absorption. and the forces of cosmic creation. Inside my crystal sphere is all that can be seen or known. Through my supreme receptiveness, I leave to you the codes that define the resonance that you call time. Suspend all thought and enter with me in the infinite enchantment of my oracle, the oracle of the wizard, by which the dimensions are all together. My mind is the universe. My body is the world you see. My speech is the melodious sound of the natural world. My third eye is triangulation of body, speech, and mind. I'm the donor of magic names. I keep the secret of the lost chord, the music of the spheres, the highest vibrations of cosmic law. To know me is to know the trees. I am movement and measure of natural order. Hunab Ku. Thank you for joining us today, beloved beings of light. Have a most beautiful, blessed, sacred, auspicious year of the water tiger, and a beautiful, sacred celebration of Imbolc, and a very powerful new moon in Aquarius. My queen and our 3 children had a beautiful celebration today for this powerful year of the tiger, as we continue holding the codes of unconditional love, connection, la familia, joy, bliss, and happiness. By having a happy thought now I'm happy, now I'm happy, now I'm happy. Focus on what you want to see, what you want to experience. Hold your vision of the new earth. Do not focus on what is wrong with the world or what you don't want. Focus on what you do want. That is the key to mastery and the sacred code of ascension. We laugh our way to freedom, divine, beloved beings of eternal light, eternal life. Namo Amida Butsu, Namo Amida Butsu, Namu Amida Butsu. I take refuge in the Buddha of infinite light and infinite light, Amitabha of the Pure Land of the West, the Red Buddha. Yang into yin, yin into yang. The eagle fly with the condor, in divine Heros Gamos, divine union. Keep walking gently your sacred path with heart, with peace and love in every step, and keep shining your light brightly into the night. Be sure to make this the best day ever, and bring love into every situation. The eagle and the condor love you all. Namaste.